Spearhead.com has got you set up. And the beauty of it is, at the end of the day, when you're done, boy, you can actually feel those bad boys working with the heat coming off the face. So whether you have a hankering for shoveling snow in a Salt Lake City whiteout, which I could certainly attest to, or you've spent a day shredding them half pipes freestyle and you're ready for a night on the town, fashionably speaking, or you just want to give those darn paparazzi the ultimate ditch. There's even some styles there for the little ones and the ladies. And all you dudes out there, when time comes, you want to go as your favorite ZZ Top guitars from Back to the Future 3, but you couldn't find the right prop? There's no competition. Beardhead.com. Wait for the promo code.
Come down, put us with our backs against the wall, and every man looked at each other and said, if they don't get in, they don't win. Who else does that? Who else does that but a team that's been battle tested, a team that doesn't waver, no matter what situation you're in? We did it. That's what the Ravens are, man. We're a battle-tested team.
Never flinch.
Never flinch.
How about Joe Flacco?
Man, listen. I'm Broadway Joe. I've been Joe Flacco. I'm the biggest Joe Flacco fan ever. And I told him, if you want to come, I told him last night, if you want to become elite, go win a Super Bowl. We did it. Joe Flacco is elite in my book.
That's 2 and you're done, right?
That's 2. I got 2 rings now. I get to go to 2 celebration parties. It was no panic. And when you have that, when your back's against the wall, and we said they got 3 more plays to get in this goal line. And if we all do our jobs, they won't get in. And for us to stand up like that, it's just a testament of what we've been through and how much trust that we had all year with each other. I'm telling you, man, to me, that was probably one of the most amazing goal line stances I've ever been a part of in my career. And what better way to do it than on the Super Bowl stage? I wanted to see their faces when that confetti came out of the sky and we was world champs. And to feel that, to feel what they felt like, because everybody had that staring look that they didn't know what was going on. And I knew that because I felt that the first time I won it. And it's the greatest reward as a leader. And to bring my city, to bring Baltimore back, a second ring before I go out and before I hang on my cleats. It's just no better way to go out. I get to see a different side of life now, you know. My family and my sons and my kids, they've really sacrificed for me. And now I get the opportunity to sacrifice for them now. You know, and to see their faces and to hear their comments and to know what's on their hearts. Everything is for me now, you know. The only thing that ends for me is football. You know, life really begins for Ray Lewis now. Now I get to hug my babies for the rest of my life. And I get to say I was a champion when I went out. It's just no better way to go out.
Man, talk about a serious 17-year career. He was the first-round pick of the Ravens, along with new Hall of Famer Jonathan Ogden in 1996. Talk about a couple of great building blocks for a team just entering the NFL. Ray Lewis, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in both 2000 and 2003. He's one of only 6 players to win that award multiple times and the only one to do it in the 21st century. Ray's signature moment, MVP of Super Bowl 35 as the Ravens won their first title. He had 5 tackles, defended 4 passes as he and our guy Trent Dilfer right here annihilated the Giants. Lewis has been selected to 12 Pro Bowls, tying him with Junior Seau for the most of that position. The only guy with at least 40 sacks and 30 interceptions. Everybody talking about him, including the MVP.
Ray's a great person, and you know everybody knows he's an unbelievable football player, but you know, he's the best teammate, and it's unbelievable to send him out like this. And you know, the reason for that is, you know, he just wanted us all to feel what it feels like to win this thing. He's felt it, and of course he wanted to feel it again, but you know, he really wanted us to feel that, and you know, we all made it happen today.
The final series of Ray Lewis' career was a goal line stand to win the Lombardi Trophy, and Ray said on the podium, how could it be any other way than that?
What better way to show your gratitude to your leader of 17 years? You know what I mean? He's been my teammate and my brother for 10 years. And, you know, he's really mentoring me. not just in the football, but in life. You know what I mean? He always called to check up on me, and I love the man to death, and I'm glad we seen him out right.
I'll say 12 years in between Super Bowl victories. That's the widest gap by any player.
Years. This year, this team was 5-1 with Ray in the lineup. He got hurt in that 6th game. They went on a downward spiral. He came back. They rolled through things and won the Super Bowl. I don't know what that means, but I know early on our countdown show, I said if he wins this Super Bowl, he will go down. There's no disrespect to any other middle linebackers that have played in the game, the great ones. Okay, not the Singletaries of the world. But he'll be the best middle linebacker to ever play in a National Football League. And some people say no, but I really believe he will be.
It's really hard to articulate his impact in a short amount of time if you've played with him. I think Charles Suggs said it pretty well there, that Ray's all about influence. It goes beyond the field. That I've said this many times about Ray. There's a lot of great leaders that you hear their message resonates with you, it means something to you. There's very few leaders that you feel. And Ray's a guy you feel, and maybe that's why they're so much better with him on the field, even though he's not as dynamic as he once was. But when you feel his presence, whether it's in preparation, whether it's on game day, whether it's in the off season, as a mentor, you're better because of it. He helps you as a player get the fullness of who you are out onto the football field. And I think that's why he's the cement over all these years. Not only is he a great player on the field, as Keith says, arguably the greatest of all time to play the position, but he's arguably the greatest leader in a locker room of all time too, because what he's been able to allow this Baltimore Ravens organization to do through extreme turnover, turning over from a completely defensive-centric team 12 years ago we won the Super Bowl, to now an offensive-centric team, but they keep the same mentality and the same accountability and the same fierceness. It's remarkable what Ray Lewis has done.
How many times have we seen professional athletes go out their way? You never really see it.
Hardly ever.
I mean, Brett Favre wanted to go out his way at the quarterback position. Didn't happen.
John Elway.
John Elway, I mean, he goes out his way because he wins the Super Bowl. And now all of a sudden you get Ray Lewis.
I asked Ray earlier in the week what this week had been like for him, and he just shook his head and he smiled. But then he admitted, he said, I kind of want this week to go in slow motion because I want to enjoy every single bit of it for as long as I can. 51 total tackles in the postseason, that confetti shower that he talked about, and enough tears with Sal Palantonio to fill up a bucket. Congratulations, Ray.
We're not talking no 30-second clip either, or a $1.14, or even a $1.59. You know, the beauty of doing a show is you end up with a significantly, still slight and brief, longer highlight reel than all those other ones that I just mentioned that are all over YouTube. That's not the goal of this show here. Now, how is that possible? It's a little thing called the DCMA, which we adhere to strictly around here, the Digital Copyright Millennium Act. As the key tenets were hashed out as it pertains to YouTube more than ever, really came about because of the Napsters of the world, through WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. And these are the fair use standard, derivatives, minimal use, no money exchange in hands, because the OMSR is a pro bono production. So I understand if a show's not your cup of tea, you can always fast forward on average 8 minutes, you know, thereabouts. We try to do at least 6 minutes worth of highlights. There. So you can go, zip. Do I have anybody's attention at this point? A minute 43. Plus the intro, so that's my 2 minutes. I guess I'm up. I may not be talking to anybody. I'm not sure. I'm not dissing you guys watching now. I'm talking about how it was in the past. All right, so you heard from Motley Crue. It's going to be our lead-in to for a while, and are introduced by our Pi Kappa Alpha House Sweethearts, U of U chapter, Alpha Tau, giving you props. So, yeah, all of these things being said, one more very important thing. This show is copyrighted to the OMSR with brief video highlights courtesy to CBS, NBC, ABC, ESPN, Pac-12 networks, and or any of their affiliates. The OMSR does not own these video highlights, but does own all the other original content and the overall concept herein, thereof, therefore, most rights reserved. Now, one more note, to change it up a little bit. All images not of OMSR provenance were obtained through the public